Most dogs are excited when they see you eating something. They make you want to immediately give them some of your food when they open those super adorable puppy eyes. You should exercise caution in that regard because a lot of things we eat are highly toxic when eaten by a dog. Dogs have a different metabolism than humans and have a voracious appetite. As a result, some foods that are healthy for us can be bad when dogs eat them. Dogs also don't know when to stop eating, which allows them to consume toxic foods in large quantities. In this video, we show you 25 foods that can kill dogs. Avoid feeding those dangerous foods to your dog because they are highly toxic and your four-legged friend will have serious health problems. At the end of the video, we cover what to do that your dog doesn't accidentally eat a food that is bad for him. So make sure to watch this video until the end. Before we start, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button to see more videos like this. So let's start. Number 1. Alcohol. Of course, you wouldn't intentionally allow your dog to get wasted. We are not considering that. However, alcohol can also be found in many other goods, including mouthwash, cleaning supplies, and perfumes. So don't let them near your dog. For them, even a tiny amount of alcohol can be fatal, and dogs get alcohol poisoning. Number 2. Avocados. Pursin is a fungicide toxin found in avocados. For humans, it is safe, but not for dogs. Watch out that they never step on an avocado pit. They might chew on them, and that can prove toxic for them. The dog might have trouble breathing if fluid builds up in its chest, lungs, and other organs. Number 3. Bacon. Every year, the average American eats 18 pounds of bacon. However, the typical dog might suffer a great deal from that. Bacon is high in fat and has too much salt. They would happily eat it right out of your hand. Therefore, avoid giving your pets bacon, grease, ham, or other fat-trimmed meat. Even though they might not enjoy it, it will benefit them in the long run. Number 4. Caffeine, coffee, tea, cocoa. Some soft drinks are also prohibited. They contain caffeine, which can drastically increase your dog's heart rate. For dogs, caffeine is no joke. It proved fatal in some instances. They don't require a lot of liquids either. Make sure you don't leave any half-full coffee mugs around because a few sips of coffee or tea can cause death. Number 5. Cat food. Although it may appear the same to us at this point, cat food and dog food are very different. First off, the dietary requirements of dogs and cats are different. You might be surprised to learn that cats are obligate carnivores. They must eat meat to fulfill a biological need. In contrast, dogs are omnivores. They can consume a wider variety of fruits, vegetables, and meats. As a result, cat food has a higher meat content, is higher in fat, and contains less protein. It may occasionally cause no harm to dogs. On the other hand, over time, it might give your dog gastrointestinal problems, sickness, and diarrhea. Number 6. Chocolate. Your dog will come sniffing around whenever you open a bar of chocolate and give you those endearing puppy eyes. They share our enthusiasm for it, but chocolate can be fatal. It contains some chemicals that dogs can't possibly digest. Giving your dogs chocolate may result in vomiting, diarrhea, dehydration, internal bleeding, seizures, or even death. Number 7. Citrus oil. Does your dog come wagging its tail when it sniffs you eating oranges? Does he like to lick the orange juice from your fingers? It's okay. Nevertheless, cold-pressed citrus oil is not okay. It can lead to liver failure. Citrus oil is usually used for medicinal purposes. It can also be found in many essential oils, so keep them away from those curious, sniffing snouts. Moreover, do not rub your dog's skin with essential oil, as he might lick it off. Number 8. Cooked bones. No bones about it. Only the cooked bones you can see when they're cooked are bad for your dog. When your dog chews on them, they are more likely to splinter, which could, at the very least, hurt their mouth. Cooked bones can occasionally lead to tissue and stomach inflammation and intestinal perforation, so be cautious about bones. Number 9. Milk and dairy products. The majority of dogs are lactose intolerant. Milk, cheese, and other dairy products can seriously upset a dog's stomach. Although dairy products might not be fatal in small amounts, they can cause vomiting, diarrhea, and other gastrointestinal issues. Mostly, dogs get problems with their digestive system. Your dog might need to be hospitalized in some circumstances, and if dogs drink milk in big amounts, it can be killing dogs. Number 10. Fat trimmings. Don't feed fat to your dog. Even though they may adore it, it is terrible for them. High-fat foods can occasionally cause blood infections in your canine companions. So if you don't eat the meats rendered fat, don't let your dog either. Number 11. Garlic. Because of a substance called sulfate, garlic is extremely toxic to dogs. Because they cannot break down this substance, our furry friends' blood cells burst because it accumulates in their bloodstream. Yes, you won't give your dog garlic per se, but we frequently include garlic in our meals. Therefore, think twice before feeding your dog a steak dipped in garlic sauce. Number 12. Grapes and raisins. Both grapes and raisins can be harmful to dogs and make your dog sick. Even more, eaten in big amounts, they are poisonous to dogs. Even a few of these can cause kidney failure in your dog, requiring hospitalization. Therefore, do not give your dogs any raw grapes and raisins or baked goods. Number 13. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts have a high fat content. Dogs' metabolism differ from ours, so eating macadamia nuts will aggravate their stomachs and result in nausea, diarrhea, extreme weakness, and even momentary paralysis. So keep macadamia nuts out of the reach of their interests. Number 14. Mushrooms. Various poisonous toxins are linked to multiple mushrooms, and mushrooms contain several toxins, all of which may have an impact on different body parts of a dog. They can bring on seizures, shock, and even death. Number 15. Mustard. Small doses of mustard do not have fatal effects. It's dangerous for your furry little friends, though, to eat mustard, as it can seriously upset a dog's stomach. Some veterinarians use it to make dogs throw up. Ensure that you don't give your dog meat with mustard on it, because the same rule applies to mustard seeds. Although his stomach won't like it, he will still eat it. Number 16. Nutmeg. Nutmeg contains myosin, a naturally occurring compound that can cause hallucinations and seizures. In dogs, baked goods with nutmeg will not pose a threat. However, ensure your dog does not chew directly on the spice container or packets. That could prove toxic. Number 17. Peaches. Peach flesh is okay, but the fruit pits are dangerous. The pits of peaches contain amylin, a cyanogenic glucoside. If your puppy chews on several peach pits, he will get in trouble, as Magdalene releases cyanide in the bloodstream. Moreover, little pooches might even choke on the peach pits, so make sure you always throw the holes in the trash. Number 18. Onions. Onions are extremely toxic to dogs. Severe anemia is caused by red blood cells. The symptoms may not appear for several days, and your veterinarian may need to conduct several investigations before determining the cause. So keep your dog away from leeks and onions. Although they aren't precisely dog treats, your pet may enjoy playing with and chewing on them. Number 19. Raw eggs. Undoubtedly, eggs are a great source of protein, and when prepared correctly, can help your dog's coat and digestive system. However, if you feed them raw eggs, that is one way they are not great. It's not even good. It's downright toxic. That is because eating raw eggs can cause a biotin deficiency. An enzyme called abidin is found in eggs, limiting the absorption of biotin, one of the many B vitamins. Although biotin deficiencies in dogs are uncommon, they are still a possibility. If they develop a biotin deficiency, they risk creating a wrong coat, digestive issues, skin issues, and other issues. Number 20. Rhubarb. Oxalic acid, which is present in rhubarb, can result in kidney failure. It benefits humans, but not canines. The main warning signs in dogs are excessive drooling, vomiting, diarrhea, trembling, blood in the urine, or extreme thirst. So avoid food and beverages containing rhubarb. You can substitute a special dog treat for your furry little friend. Number 21. Salt. Did you know that too much salt and salt poisoning can cause death in dogs? According to experts, 4 grams of salt per kilogram of body weight, or 2.2 teaspoons of salt per pound, can be fatal. The primary signs in dogs are depression, tremors, drooling, vomiting, fever, excessive thirst, and even seizures. Try to keep your dog away the next time you open a bag of chips or pretzels. Don't feed any salty foods and salted foods to your 4-legged friend. Number 22. Spinach. Veterinarians and other dog experts disagree passionately about spinach. It has a high concentration of oxalic acid, which hinders the dog's ability to absorb calcium and harms their kidneys. Like many other foods on this list, how much is consumed has a significant impact on how toxic a food is. A small amount of spinach now and then is probably fine for your dog, but regular consumption can have serious adverse effects on their health. Number 23. Tobacco. Alright, so you wouldn't knowingly give your dog tobacco. Although they typically dislike tobacco, dogs can become poisoned by nicotine. Your curious dog may chew on your cigarettes if you smoke and keep them all over the house. Dogs enjoy chewing on various household items at random. It might be a vial of liquid nicotine, using nicotine-coating chewing tobacco, or even nicotine patches or cigars. Your dog may experience severe consequences from unintentional nicotine poisoning, and uneasiness in the stomach and restlessness are the initial warning signs. Number 24. Xylitol. Natural sources of xylitol include raspberries, strawberries, cauliflower, and mushrooms. Additionally, it is used to sweeten toothpaste, candy, chewing gum, and some baked goods. Although this sugar alcohol can cause liver damage and sudden drop in blood sugar levels in humans, it can be fatal to dogs. So keep your adorable dog away from products like toothpaste, gum, and other foods like baked goods that contain xylitol. Number 25. Yeast, including raw dough. Keep your dogs away from the raw yeast dough for your bread because it can poison them with alcohol. The yeast will cause their intestines to twist as it ferments, enters their bloodstream, and produces ethanol. Your little friend might not die depending on the amount, but it will undoubtedly hurt and be unpleasant. So to save him, keep the yeast and uncooked yeast dough away from their adorably curious snouts. Now, we covered a lot of foods, but what to do that your dog doesn't accidentally eat a food that is bad for him? Keeping these foods out of reach of your dog is the best way to ensure they don't eat anything harmful. Don't leave those foods on counters or tables, purses, or anywhere else your dog could get to them to reduce the risk. Remember that the concentrations of these toxic substances vary between products. Because the amount of chocolate in a Snickers bar and a Ghirardelli bar differs, the toxic doses of these two bars would also differ. If you believe your dog has eaten something poisonous, call the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Hotline or your veterinarian immediately. Even if your dog just ate a little of the foods mentioned, it's best to get medical advice. The type of food your dog was exposed to and its symptoms will affect the course of treatment. Never administer treatment or medication to a dog without the guidance of a qualified veterinarian. Now we're at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Click the first link in the description to get a free digital copy of our Happy Dog Handbook, the essential guide for dog owners. And if you got value from this video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this.